Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of NBC Trading Academy, with today's midweek pre-market review for Wednesday, June 17th. Quickly jump to our news items for the day. Market is expecting building permits today at 8:30 and at noon. Fed Chair Powell continues to testify in Washington. Great week for the market in reference to report. Retail sales surprised everyone with 20, of course, retails with a 12.4 and retail sales in general with 17.7% increase. So this is just more evidence that we had a couple of weeks ago. The number of non-farm jobs increased and we're seeing retail sales come in. That's just the net effect of the market reacting to opening up of the economy and the economic impact that's being felt in considering it's still a very gradual and slow reopening of the economy in most places. So as the weeks and months progress, we're expecting these numbers to start continuing to grow. Now, are we going to get to the all-time high this year or not? Well, let's take a look. Market is just a very resilient market, and it's just reacting very quickly to the short-term, to the short-term news. Remember, this reaction here, this 3-day drop onto the 200 SMA, was based on potential second wave coronavirus virus and also to social unrest. But market bounces here. See the market bouncing off the 200. It refused to close below it. It just totally refused. It just continued to use the 200 SMA and say, hey, we're in recovery here. We're going to use this as a launch platform to go up. I went long several positions here in stocks, and they're already paying dividend. I should be hitting one of my targets today. So this is very interesting. Now, market is holding strength. Next area of resistance, logically, is returning back up here to the swing high here from the June 9th. We're looking at 32.2050. 32.2050, that's our next support level in the short term. Now, can we make it to all-time highs? This market coming back as quickly as it is essentially a very, 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 very unexpected in reference to the speed. The fact that it's going to recover, there's no fact. There's no arguing that. That's just a matter of fact. How quickly it's doing it with this V shape. This is a V recovery. This is a V-shaped recovery, and that's what's happening with the market right now. Let's look more closely as we're getting close to our trend, so now we understand the overall trends to the upside. And here we go. Remember, we had talked about this on Monday. Market returns back into this channel here. This was a really important channel after breaking out of this lateral upwards channel. It broke clearly through it, used the top of this channel as support, eventually broke clearly below it. Then we had the gap. And here we talked about either market returning to retest this as resistance and moving lower, or clearly unable to resist the gap and moving higher, potentially clearing above this particular resistance, coming back to support. That's exactly what it did. And here it came and it filled the gap, and now it just kept moving higher. It used this, that used to be support, back as resistance, breaks clearly through. It came and retested once again this as support, and that's where we find ourselves right now. Now the clear mid to long term areas where the market can run to. Here's our key resistance area. Here's our key support area. Most of the activity is going to happen between these two areas, but we don't trade particularly this time frame. We use that as we glean information from it as we start moving down to a chart that's more recognizable in reference to our trading. Here it is. Here is where we find ourselves. Here is our intraday high and low. Market clearly trying to test these areas. As you can see right here, market is pretty much compressing between these two areas. What we're expecting the market to do, break above this pink line. We're expecting the test to come to the retest area and potentially this area here. This is the next resistance test for this market if it breaks above this compression to the upside. We're just going to go short-term long as we remain above this line here. Once we break that particular line, then we're looking for obviously places where the market can come and run to, at least in the short term, till eventually comes and potentially tries to retest this area here. So first play of the day is wait for the compression to break. Anything above this line here, expect long day using this as support. Anything break below this particular trend line here, look for the test of this previous pivot, break below there, continuation to the downside. So that's the play for today. Don't forget that we have key information being reported today, and the market may start slowing down right at about the 11 o'clock mark, expecting communications from Fed Chair Powell. Take care and have a great trading session.